Well, Hotmail is apparently going cold, not so hot anymore. We've got Ben Pimentel joining us from MarketWatch in San Francisco, and there he is in the screen. So Hotmail, one of the pioneers in web-based email, it's not going to be there anymore, at least not in that name, right?
That's correct. What Microsoft is going to transition is urging users of Hotmail, which, as you said, is one of the first web-based email systems, to upgrade to the new Outlook.com, which is an expansion of the system that's now widely used by businesses, but which Microsoft is now trying to expand into the consumers.
Okay, and why are they making this change? Is it because of all the sort of the rude names you were called if you had a Hotmail account and you were seen as behind the times and stuff?
I guess that would partly be it. I mean, I have a Hotmail account. I hardly use it, and I tried to upgrade today. But on the other hand, you have Outlook, which is still widely used, and so they're trying to leverage that to expand their reach in email. And also the new system, the new Outlook, would include a lot of social media features. So in a way, clearly, and actually they mentioned it in the blog post, it's aimed at Gmail, which is really very popular, and also to sort of ride the wave of social media made popular by Facebook and other sites.
So this also plays into Bing as well, their social media site. Do you think they can catch up? What's the word on the street when you talk to people? Can they catch up with Gmail? That is a pretty powerful brand. It's pretty entrenched now.
One analyst says it's a smart move. Clearly, they have the presence in the business world. Outlook is still widely used. If they can transition and make users both use it as a system they use for work and also for personal use, then that's clearly a road that Microsoft hopes to take. Just last month, they rolled out an upgraded version of their Office products, which is now also being rolled out in time for the expected rollout of Windows 8, the newest version of the Microsoft OS.
So Ben, you said you went to sort of upgrade your Hotmail to Outlook.com. How did you find that experience?
I actually was in the process of doing that shortly before we started, Simon, so I wasn't able to complete it. But according to the blog post, it's fairly easy.
Okay, so apparently it's fairly easy. Now, one of the things historically that you and I know is that Microsoft products have been a little bit buggy, and it's something, you know, you'd put up with at work, but when you went home, you wanted something a little bit different. Are the products they're rolling out going to be, what's the reception been so far? Are they going to be okay?
That's the hope. Windows 8 has gotten some positive reviews. It's clearly the most dramatic version of Windows. It has touch features, features that most of us are already familiar with in using smartphones and tablets. And clearly, Microsoft is also aiming at the mobile market, which is why you have all these different products also being rolled out at the same time.
Okay, so the mobile market clearly is key here. I mean, getting people to use stuff on their phones, and quite often that transition is tricky. We're seeing Facebook wrestle with that now. From what you're hearing, does that seem that will be something that people will manage to, twig to and say, okay, I'll go with Windows on a phone, and we'll see how it goes?
Well, the strength that Microsoft is playing on is their presence in the corporate space. The use of Outlook, and the fact that many of the machines used in businesses are still running Windows. So you have this push now for an improved version of Outlook. You have Windows 8, and then you also have even the rollout of the new Surface tablet, which is clearly also their bid to make sure that even in tablets they are still dominant in both the corporate space and they want to expand in the consumer area.